So I wanted to make a quick video on my website's current status, just to have like a milestone or something. I've never made a video on it before, and I've been working on it for like 4 years, off and on, really inconsistently. I am not a web developer in any ways, and I just built this thing from the ground up. Before AI even was a thing, I was working with only HTML5 and CSS3. No libraries, no frameworks, nothing really complex. Just this is another version of the website. I've lost the original one because my hard drive died, but this is much more elaborated than the one I had before, which was just some very basic HTML and just CSS thrown on top. I didn't even knew about Bootstrap or anything like that back then, so yeah, this is pretty bare bone. As I said, I had to redo everything from scratch, and I am not even a hobbyist in web development. I tinker around, and of course I'm not gonna build everything by hand ever again. This was just a pain in the ass, and I'm glad that there's enough resources online allowing me to rebuild everything without too much of a hassle. So this is the main menu. There's a page before this. This is actually, hang on. So this is the index. It's half in French, half in English. This is the only remains of the first version of the website. And this isn't even, like, the domain name changed. It's not even online. You can't access this one. I don't even think it's available anymore, but it's not a .site anymore, and it doesn't have this weird stuff. I don't know what the hell I did with the first one. Anyways, this is the first page, brings you to a menu. There was some content underneath, but I removed it for the video because it's just temporary, and I'm not gonna let it on there anyways. So it's very bare bones. This was pretty much in the state that it is, so I didn't work a lot on it. As you can see, the colors are all fucked up. I didn't bother with this menu. It's just like a redirection page for other websites, other projects I'm building, most of which I still haven't finished or even started. There's the Debian website. The Debian website is a project I had to do for work, and this is where I learned about Bootstrap and stuff, which is very convenient. And yeah, so you have got some information on the Debian OS. It's very basic. It was part of a bigger project where I had to introduce the environment to other people that weren't familiar with Linux, and this was my starting ground for them to, get the exercises. There's a page for that. This was all that I had them to do. And yeah, the colors are still fucked up. This is an older version too. So this is like a tutorial of many different things, like setting up a desktop environment, adding the essentials for VirtualBox, and so on, OpenSSH and Nginx. Yeah, so this was part of a project, and I did this website as a little extra. There's the commands. There's a whole menus for the commands. This doesn't look good at all now that I go through it. After a while. This is like a year ago or so now. not a year ago. This is much more recent, but you know what I mean. Resources, there's some documentations, and these are just links to other pages, like official Debian pages, security tracker for CVSs and stuff, CVEs, I mean. But that's my attempt at Bootstrap and some JavaScript with the animation you saw that we can replay. Yeah, this was a pain in the ass to set up. I had to do it in like maybe less than 2 months, and I had no introduction to JavaScript nor Bootstrap. I didn't touch a website for a very long time before, and that actually got me back into my main website. This old ass thing that I just, when I lost the drive, I was like, no, I'm not touching it again. I struggled enough to build it. I'm not gonna touch it again. Then I did this, and I was like, oh, you know what? AI is a great tool for teaching. I mean, for learning some languages. Of course, after some point, there's gonna be a point in your learning experience where AI is not going to be enough, and you'll have to actually go see other people's project way deeper than that and analyze and come up with your own things at a deeper level. But for basic understanding and just, getting back on track, it's convenient. So yeah, and I had this TCG website for Inazuma-11 that honestly is, of course, none of the things I'm showing you are finished, you would have guessed. But this was a total rework of the previous version I had. I made the illustrations, the little schemes. This one's all fucked up, I need to redo it. And yeah, so this is the main menu. This is not gonna stay here, I'm gonna move it to another page. You've got submenus with the games. None of these are filled in or worked on anything. This is where I'm gonna post the YouTube videos that are still available on my channel if you want to watch it. My translations, comparisons video, whatever you want to call it. These are links to the wikis. They're not even implemented. No, they're not. The official website of Inazuma-11, which I still haven't put on yet. And see, that's a taste web page. I've done this one a bit. It's so this whole section, whatever you want to call it, of the my main website, it's like an under website, a sub website even. I don't have multiple domain names yet. Besides, I've got a domain name for Debian, but I don't have one for this one yet because it would just cost, like, it would be just too fucking complicated for no reason, for nothing. These are my illustrations. It's not finished. You can find these little icons on the fandom wiki. And yeah, it's really inspired from another creator's website. Only the I'm gonna show you later the card gallery, because there's not many websites that did the TCG index kind of thing, where you can look up your cards numbers and check if you have everything in your collection, kind of like Pokemon has on 10 different websites, but with Inazuma-11, or even like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I saw one. This was my goal. It was to just do a gallery, an index, where you could monitor your collection and see how far you're from collecting everything, because I'm a huge Inazuma-11 collector. And since it's so niche, there was not any website when I started doing it. Before this, it's a Spanish guy. I stumbled upon it like maybe a year ago, and this is his website. It's way cleaner than mine. I don't know if he's an only guy doing this, or if it's a team of two or three or more. He has a very good YouTube channel, but it's all in Spanish, translation in Spanish, and he also has a little game. I saw a little TCG game, a little fun game. See, it's really well done. If you ever watch this video, I'm amazed, really. I'm so glad that there's some fans that are so devoted to the game. Not just the website, but the little fun games and everything. I think that's impressive. And I kind of inspired myself for the layout, or at least the background image, and especially the gallery, because this was the toughest for me, was to make the gallery even. And I just retook his little hovering animation. It's not as smooth because I suck at JavaScript, but it's there. It's all I need. I don't need to. He's already done it way better than I. It's for my personal collection. This might not even go live one day. I don't even know. I added a search bar with the logic behind. It's not the best. You can see when I type N or A, NA, it still gets me like the nay from this word. It doesn't get the beginning, so but it works. It's not perfect. It's never gonna be perfect because it's. Yeah, I'm not. I don't have the will of to do it better than this, and the motivation, but this is as best as you can get, really. There's another team of people that were supposed to do a TCG website, its own studio or something. It's been years and there's still nothing on their website, so I don't know if they abandoned. But this is as good as it gets. The problem is I have French cards and this guy has all the scans, perfectly scanned too, like it's impressive. So, and mine are in French, so I had to rescan everything myself. You can see the quality is not as good. This was when I was using my phone in some stupid fucking app. You can see the lighting is just awful, and this is when I started to use the scanner, and I had to do it all by hand. And on some of those, it's not even that good. Like, see, this one's a little bit offside. But I think it's getting good. I just need to invest more time in it. I made a logic for the rarity, because everything's stored in a it's not a real data excuse me, database, so to speak. It's like a CSV file. Then I convert it to a JSON, and it's read by the it's just displayed in HTML, CSS. Oh wow, that's really clean. That's really clean. Yeah, slow side menu. But this is how far I've gone. You can see this is I need to standardize everything, make everything clean, but right now I just want to put as much stuff as possible on it. Like I don't know how it's gonna look from now on, but this is the state that it's in. And for as of right now, I've been working on the CPU collection thingy. So don't worry about the colors. I was just having fun, and it's not gonna stay this way. I was just having fun. So it's the same system as the cards, but there's a Python backend to actually like make the logic of deleting, editing, and adding to another file that serves as a collection, so that it stays in some kind of memory. I don't know if I'm explaining that well. But you can do it manually, or you can do it from a local database. It's basically like a file I took from a GitHub, and it has something like 6,000 Intel CPUs. There's still not AMD, but it's a file with like 6,000 Intel CPUs. And of course my Windows not fucking full. There you go. And it just browse through it, and if it sees that it exists in the database, it's gonna add it up. Like if I add the i9 9900K, you can see it's there now. And not all of them have the year, so I made it so that you can edit and actually, like, I don't know when this got out, 2023, I don't know, just to test. So you can edit and add your year, or edit any columns or rows. But this is my first time building an app and working with heavy Python, because I've done little games in Python, like little text RPG games here and there, very basic, but I've never done an app. And I gotta admit, this is way better than using an API or some very, like, I like to have my own things for my own collections, and this is as good as it gets. So this is just very handy, and I'm glad we have the tools now to build this and not be afraid and actually try out, because I'm not a big fan of, like, I like programming, but I get lost very fast. It's not easy when you're on your own and you don't come from a tech background. Like, not a tech, I come from a tech background now, but from a programmer background. Like, I think it's pretty difficult. But it actually gives me the knack to learn more and go back into web dev. And even if it's never gonna be like I'm never gonna work in web development or any kind of just programming application job, anything. It's not my thing. I'm more at ease with networking and it's even cyber than just programming. It stresses me out. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little sum up of my projects for this website. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy. And there's more to come. I'm not sure if it's ever gonna go live for more than a week, but right now I'm working on it. And if the Inazuma-11 website starts to look like something actually deployable, I might put it online and see how it gets. Right now it's just like a try and fail kind of thing. That's the old layout I had. I actually finished my my first page, so for the Football Frontier series. As you can see, I'm missing some cards. But this is actually so convenient to use for collecting. Like, I can see everything from a way wider point of view, which card I'm missing, the languages. I'm working on a system to filter, like, with the teams and the rarities, it's just gonna be much more easier to sort and actually like archive everything. And there's a lot of series that I need to put in there. There's the series page with these, like the scans of the booster scans you can get from the fandom. I get a lot of informations from the fandom because they did a remarkable work there too. And I think if you're a real fan and if you're into the TCG especially, well, this is the kind of website that I like to stumble upon in my life, because there used to be a lot of forums, posts, and blogs, but now they're all dead and people grew up and they're just not into it anymore. But it could be like a nice way to, get in. You don't know about the TCG? Well, there's this website and it has a whole section on the TCG, and you actually get into it and you want to start collecting. Well, there's a tool for that. You can make your own collection kind of like guide and stuff. It's like with infos and rarities, and when you really like something, I like that there's a centralized, place to learn all sorts of things on it. Like, you can find the movies. I didn't know there were any movies. Well, I was on the website for, checking the seasons episodes, and they had a section on movies. And that actually happened to me because when I got back into the license, the Inazuma-11 license, I didn't know about a lot of movies that came out. And sometimes Wikipedia is not very broad, or it doesn't say everything. But on one of the fandom websites that linked to the episodes, there was a section with the movies, and I saw that like Go had released a lot of movies, and yeah, you can miss out on stuff if it's not properly documented. And that's what drives me to do this website, even if it brings no money, because I don't want to get into AdSense and see SEO and shit like that. I know how it works, and right now it's not my goal. I know it's not gonna make any bucks. Like, even if I have traffic, it's not gonna be like you can make a lot of money passively before, and now it's a bit different. And that's actually not what I want. I don't want a website riddled with ads, and everybody uses ad block anyways. So yeah, here you have it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make another update like this on the YouTube channel, but this actually sums up what I've been doing for this peculiar project. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.